back to Miles Morales. Oh, definitely need to save him from the Jets and the Giants. Not only the
Save him from the Jets
but
and the Giants.
Jets
Miles
and
Morales
the
is their only
Giants.
hope.
Oh, that's gonna be
Can
a
you
fun game.
imagine Tyron Taylor dressed as Miles Morales for fucking Halloween?
That would be definitely interesting for sure. Interesting for sure. Oh, welcome in, everybody. I forgot that I totally hit that go live button. Welcome to
Whoa!
End Zone with your AFC Eastie boys. Got Cat in the Hat on the mic. Referee shirt. You know, gotta keep
Charlie Waffles up here.
gotta keep that
No referee shirt.
dolphin free tuna out of here. He's in Spider-Man mode. He's about ready to play that new Spider-Man game.
About to hit some Miles Morales here in a little while. But before that, football talk.
Football.
We got to go through Thursday. We got to go through Thursday through Sundays. Well, Thursday through Sunday nights games. Like,
yeah,
nail biters. Some of them not so much.
We had a lot of them too, right? Thursday night started off not too bad. Definitely.
Started off with a double header, didn't it?
No, that was Saturday. Saturday we had the double header.
That was Saturday.
Thursday night we had the Seahawks squeaking away a win in overtime against the Los Angeles Rams to just
Rams
to just keep that division open. You know, so
keep it tight. They just want to keep it tight.
They want to keep it tight, yes. So Rams and Seahawks both are in the postseason. Rams actually got their postseason last week, ironically enough. And then Seattle, with this win, gets it. Now the question is, who's going to get number 1 seed? This game was definitely fun for sure. There were definitely moments where I thought that Sam Darnold was going to be his old Sam Darnold self and throw the game away. Definitely had a couple interceptions early on. Of course,
when you think a man is going to cave, but he doesn't.
Right.
I mean, he kind of did.
Kind
of,
but he didn't. Right. He ended up pulling it off. They went for. They got 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter to bring the game back to even going into overtime. And both of those, they got 2-point conversions. One of the 2-point conversions like bounced off a dude's head, landed into the end zone, and Charbonnet just picks it up for the 2-point conversion. And that
the only reason that worked is because they called it a backwards pass and made it a lateral off of freaking Buddy's helmet into the end zone. And then Charbonnet, just with the IQ of knowing, like, you know, hey, if I pick it up and it's a touchdown, cool. If I pick it up and it's not, then whatever. Either way, I'm going to pick up that ball.
Yeah. Smart by Charbonnet for sure by picking that up. But yeah, no, for sure.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't necessarily agree with the call, but it is what it is. Because, yes, I get that he was throwing it to a person that was behind him, right? But at the time when the ball hit the dude's helmet, it was technically forward.
It had not gone backwards yet.
Correct. It was
I agree.
Like, you look at it from a side angle, and it's like that. It's still forward.
It was a backwards pass that was deflected forwards.
Correct.
And should, in my opinion, should have been ruled an incomplete pass.
Yeah, it should have been ruled an incomplete pass.
But you know the NFL, they got to get that script right.
Got to get that.
They got to do something crazy.
Got to get that money.
Make sure the fans don't make the paper.
That extra.
Because I guarantee,
extra 30 minutes of airtime.
Nobody had Charbonnet getting the 2-point conversion there.
Well, not only that, like, you get a whole now you get a whole nother extra 30 minutes of airtime because the game has to now go into overtime, where the Rams get the ball to start and they do their job.
More money.
They do their job.
That's like what? Two more commercial breaks, at least.
Quite a few. But yeah, the Rams go down. They do their job. They punch it in. They get a touchdown. Well, then so does Seattle. And they go down. They punch it in.
We're still tied.
It looks scary. No, it looked scary.
They weren't tied.
They weren't tied. They went for 2, and they got it to win the game by 1.
To seal the deal in overtime after the craziest 2-point conversion that they've already got. They went for it again, but this time it looked a little more the way it was supposed to be, drawn up, rather than a random accident that could have happened and could probably never be able to do that again.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, Matthew Stafford putting on a show for that MVP. For real, for real. This man threw that ball 49 times. He completed it 29, went for 457 yards and 3 touchdowns. Puka Nacua.
Okay, so that's 20 incomplete passes.
Yeah. But 29 complete passes.
I'm just Yeah. I agree.
Like
I just want to downplay his greatness.
I got you. We haven't got to Drake May yet. Calm down, buddy. We haven't got to Drake May. Even though they won, you wait till you see his numbers. All right. Puka Nacua also got 12 receptions for 225 yards and 2 touchdowns, while Sam Darnold didn't look bad, right? 22 for 34, so he missed 14 and got 22. 270 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 2 interceptions. So that's the difference there.
I got a party going on over here. Give me a second.
While we look at the rushers on each side of the ball, Kyron Williams went for 23 carries on 70 yards, while Kenneth Walker did a whopping 11 carries for 100 yards and a touchdown. So he was definitely making the most of his touches.
Walker was walking
against the Rams on Thursday night for sure. So that puts the Seattle Seahawks at 12-3 and the Los Angeles Rams at 11-4. So technically Seattle is in control of that division. They are waiting on San Francisco tonight, who's playing the Colts, and San Francisco could find themselves out of the playoffs if they don't find a win.
Me, as a Jets fan, I'm rooting for San Francisco. Just saying. Go San Fran.
Go San Fran.
Yeah, because whoever makes the Colts worse.
There is something else I do want to talk about in this game. Matthew Stafford took quite a few hits in that game. He actually came out at one point, but luckily it was like at the end.
Hold his chest.
Yeah, it was at the end of a drive, so he had a little bit of time to like sit on the sideline and get himself together. But you could definitely tell that Davante Adams wasn't out there. Like I definitely saw a difference. I definitely saw a difference in how efficient that offense was working to how it was working without Davante. Having that surefire touchdown.
Yeah, I agree.
Target in the red zone, because he's the red zone guy. You know what I mean? Like if you get into the red zone, you don't think you can punch it in on the ground. Like Davante's the guy. Puka's your big touchdown guy, right? He's the one that gets that 40-yard bomb on the sideline, and then he dashes it in the rest of the way for the touchdown. But Davante is their red zone guy, and I think they really felt not having him there. So something to keep an eye on.
Who did they have as a backup there? They had what's his name?
Well, they were
other than Parkinson and the tight ends.
That's what they were doing.
Who's their number 3 though?
I mean, they have
behind Adams.
They have a guy named
Tutu, right?
Well, they also have another guy, but they weren't using. They were using the tight ends, and they were using Puka.
Like, totally underutilized Tutu Atwell. Like with that game, like he could have been the go-to guy without Davante Adams there in the red zone, but they didn't even look at him. I think they targeted him 3 times in the entire game. Like, don't get me wrong, yeah, throw it to Puka. You got to feed the champ. But at the same time, the split could have been a little bit better, and Tutu could have done some damage.
Oh, for sure.
He's been known to do it before.
Yeah, because actually, if you look on here, I'm looking at their receiving share now, and like I don't even see Tutu Atwell targeted, not even once.
Yeah.
You had.
I think there might have been not even once. Damn, I was gonna say that. I thought there was one throw that was like in his direction just because they were getting rid of the ball.
you had Puka getting 16 targets, and then the next one was Kanata Mumpfield, which he's like a rookie receiver that they got. He got 8 targets.
That's right, Mumpfield.
But he only caught 3 of them. So, yeah, they could.
Loser boy.
They could have been like, after his like second or third drop, they could have like switched him out for Tutu Atwell.
Switched out Tutu.
Yeah, and maybe it would have been a little bit better. But either way, they were feeding the heck out of Puka Nacua and just kind of sprinkling in everyone else.
Like I said, gotta feed the champ.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna win it for you when it comes down to it. And then Devontae Adams when he comes back.
How many touchdowns?
Huh? 2 touchdowns.
How many touchdowns?
2 touchdowns.
2?
Yeah.
Puka good for 2.
Puka got it for 2. And then the Seattle Seahawks, I mean, their defense did the best they can against a very efficient offense. But I don't know.
The main thing being that overtime craziness and what got them there and the comeback in the fourth quarter because they were down 14 points, I believe.
Yeah.
Before they made that comeback.
16 points. It was
and that's
14,
not easy. Yeah. Not easy task. Yeah. Okay, down 16 then.
Yeah.
To come back, tie it, go to OT, and then score and risk it for the biscuit and take the win instead of a tie or a loss. Good on you, Seattle. Good on you, Darnold. And enjoy the dinner that night because I'm sure you did.
No, that's definitely good on Seattle for sure for making that winning decision because that's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take in the playoffs is winning decisions like that. It's not going for the tie. No, we're going for the win.
So what did we see on Saturday? We saw Barkley do some running. I know that much.
Yeah, buddy.
He broke 100 yards.
We had Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders on YouTube television on Saturday afternoon. Saturday afternoon. Let's see here. I've been slacking. I haven't even had my chat open or nothing. What's up, Cap?
Yeah, I can't talk. All I got is the camera. I don't even have my computer up.
What's up, Cap? If you're still in the building, thanks for joining. So Jalen Hurts.
I can only see those board.
Jalen Hurts, 22 for 30, 185 yards, 2 touchdowns, while Saquon Barkley carried it for 21 carries, 132 yards, and a touchdown.
I was like, wait, what?
AJ Brown definitely got the bulk of the receptions with 9 for 95 yards. Well, on the
9 receptions. That alone is great fantasy points.
Yeah, even without the touchdowns, still 20 points. Marcus Mariota, on the other hand, 50% completion on his 14 attempts for 95 yards. Chris Rodriguez.
And I believe he got pulled. Yeah, he got pulled.
Chris Rodriguez, 15 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown. Terry McLaurin caught himself 3 receptions for 53 yards. Let's see here. Commanders. Not that they matter. Yeah, they must have got pulled.
Yeah,
Josh Johnson has 5 for 9 for 43 yards. An interception.
That's what I thought.
An interception and a sack.
I was just going to say, Mariota got pulled from that game, and they went with the third string just to see what they had.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well. Jaden Daniels is down. Like, he's got question marks. Marcus Mariota is just a guy. It's not the answer.
Go out there and run some drills, dude. The game's over. Yeah. Here's garbage time.
Get you some practice in so you don't look like... I don't want to talk about that game.
Well, you know.
You know.
I can't talk. My dude didn't look too hot either. Brady Cook played a horrible game.
So Philadelphia Eagles
6-29.
Philadelphia Eagles sitting at 10-5. I don't know where that puts them at in the division. Let me see.
I believe second.
It's the NFC East, right? Damn, I'm good. No, they're leading the division 10-5. I think they have playoffs locked down with that win. Because, yeah, Cowboys are 6-8-1. So they can't lose 3 more games. There's only 2 left. So, yeah. Eagles locked down their division with that win. They sit at 10-5. And then Saturday evening was a pretty good show, right? Had 2 juggernauts of the NFC battling it out between the Bears and the Packers. And this was an ugly game, right? Super ugly game. Couple field goals here,
Bear
couple
down.
field goals there. Bear down. Jordan Love down. Backup quarterback gets injured. Like, it was
a rough one.
Rough, gritty Saturday night game. Chicago Bears did pull off the win, though. I didn't think it was going to happen, but the Chicago Bears did pull off the win, though. But again, Jordan Love left that game early in the first quarter with a concussion. So that probably means that he's going to be out for the next couple weeks, if I'm guessing.
Yeah. I actually won a little bit of money on that game from some unders on a couple of the Green Bay receivers. They were under a yard, and I took a chance on them because I figured, yeah, they pass it around a lot, but these guys are nobodies. They're 5th, 6th stringers. Let's call it a day and see what we can do. I bet on 2 of them to not get a single catch or pass, and it worked out. I got it. Brooks and somebody else.
Oh, Chris Brooks. Oh yeah,
yeah.
That seems like a lock right there, man.
That was a lock. 1 yard. Nah, you ain't getting that.
Yeah, because he's a running back technically, like 3rd or 4th string running back. If it's the guy I'm thinking of, because he used to be on the Dolphins.
Probably.
But DJ Moore with the pass from Caleb Williams for the game-winning touchdown. Now that was a beautiful pass. Chicago Bears, with winning that game, puts their record at 11-4. Green Bay Packers fall to 9-5-1. So they are going to need some help if they want to get into the playoffs. Let me look at there, because they're in a tough division right now. They're in the same division with the Bears, for one. The Lions and the Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings are going nowhere.
Yeah.
The Lions are the ones you got to worry out.
Well, the Lions are sitting at...
Even with their loss this week.
The Lions are sitting at 8-7 right now. So the Lions have to win.
It's not exactly a big mountain to overcome.
No. Lions have to win, Packers have to lose. Or the Lions lose one more, they're out. So Packers' road to the playoffs is very questionable right now. It's going to be very important to figure out what they're going to do at quarterback and how long Jordan Love is going to be out. Because right now they can't afford to not have their star quarterback. Not with the way Malik Willis wasn't able to really take control of that game and command it. 9 for 11, 121 yards and a touchdown. Seems like he took control though, right? 9 for 11, that's not bad.
But seems like he did better than people said he would, but it also didn't matter by the time that he got put into the ball, put into the game. He took command of the offense pretty well. They marched down the field. They did score. So, I mean, it's not like he threw an interception or got sacked a bunch of times.
He had 10 carries for 44 yards. They ran the heck out of this ball, yo. You have
they tried to.
Emmanuel Wilson had 14 carries. Malik Willis had 10. Josh Jacobs had 12. Savion Williams had 2, Jordan Love had 2, Jaden Reed had 1, Matthew Golden had 2, and Chris Brooks had 1.
It's like they were scared to throw the ball.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Chicago's the stingiest defense out there right now, so I mean, I totally understand it. So I mean, I guess we'll have to wait and see how Malik Willis performs this coming up week, before we can actually make any judgment on whether they lost their chance at a playoff spot.
Or we can just say, "Go Bears, go!"
The Bears, the Bears,
the Bears.
Go Bears, go! Yeah, they're looking good, man. They're looking good. And then we can start with the 1:00 games. What game do you want to start with?
I don't know. Pick a disaster.
A disaster. Okay, the Chiefs and the Titans.
That was a garbage of a game.
Wasn't it? They had their backup quarterback also get injured in this game, and they were dealing with third stringers. They already had Rashee Rice. Neither one of these teams are playoff bound. Tennessee Titans get the win here. Most people saw this coming. Well, some people saw this coming.
No Mahomes, no reason to try.
Yeah, like they're honestly in the mode where it's like, okay, we're out of the playoffs. Like, let's see what it feels like to tank. Like get better pick. Like, this will be the first time they'll have a top 15 pick in a decade. So crazy. But
without a trade.
What kind of impressive is without a trade. But what's kind of impressive is Cam Ward on the other side, right? Tennessee Titans seems like they're kind of getting it together. 3 weeks in a row now, they've put up 24 plus points. Cam Ward went 21 for 28, 228 yards and 2 touchdowns. No interceptions. Tony Pollard still carried the rock 21 times for 102 yards. So, looks like, in my opinion, Cam Ward is getting it together. Granted, I don't know how hard the Chiefs' defense was playing, but, 3 weeks in a row they put up 24 plus points. Tennessee Titans win 26-9.
Good on you, Cam Ward, for finally looking like an NFL quarterback.
Finally looking like an NFL quarterback, right.
He's got the popcorn.
Popcorn. I'll take some popcorn, bud. But we're not going to spend a whole lot of time there. Both teams are playoff-less, so no reason to spend a whole lot of time. Let's go ahead and... No. Let's do Chargers-Cowboys.
All right. What do you got to say about them boys?
Them boys, them Cowboys. Well, I mean, they lost this game, and this is probably their worst performance of the year for them. To be honest, they only scored 17 points, which is kind of funny because like I was talking to my cousin or my uncle. We went down to the game yesterday, and I was talking to him. I'm like, honestly, it's not bad being a Cowboys fan, right? Because, like, yes, they're losing and they kind of suck, but, like, they're putting up 30 plus points every week, even when they lose. You know what I mean? Like, so at least you're having exciting football while you lose, and it's not like what.
Yeah, the offense was out there still making things exciting, whereas in this particular game, not so much.
Not so much, right. It's actually 34 on the other side of the ball. The LA Chargers lit it up over the Dallas Cowboys. And Justin Herbert just doing Justin Herbert things, man. Kind of like being like a Josh Allen, so to say.
Can I pick some?
Pretty much picking apart this Dallas Cowboys defense, which is easy if you're a good quarterback because their defense isn't great, and that's what forces their offense to have to put up 30-plus points a game. But Justin Herbert...
Yeah, Herbert out there slinging it.
Yeah, he had hell of a game. 23 for 29, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, a passer rating of 132.8. So, like, just spectacular. While on the running side of the ball, Omarion Hampton ran it 16 times for 85 yards and a touchdown, while Justin Herbert also ran it 8 times for 42 yards and a touchdown. So again, Justin Herbert just doing some...
Justin Herbert, man.
I would consider Justin Herbert better than Josh Allen by this point.
Careful, dude. How do I get it? Next circle.
I mean, Dak Prescott didn't look bad. He went 21 for 30, 244 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Where they ended up getting killed was they couldn't get any kind of run game going. They tried, they just couldn't really get it going. Javonte Williams had 9 carries for 34 yards. Malik Davis had 8 for 23. And then you had Dak Prescott had 2. So they couldn't get the run game going. So it probably forced a couple 3-and-outs, like 3rd and longs. George Pickens with 7 receptions for 130 yards and a tutty. Your boy Ryan Flournoy with 2 receptions, 18 yards and a tutty. Los Angeles Chargers are sitting at 11-4, tied now. One game behind the Denver Broncos right now. The Chargers are sitting. One game behind the Denver Broncos. Bangity bang. Bangity bang. Bangity bang. I like the Chargers in the playoffs, but
I don't.
You don't?
No. They're gonna choke. They're choke artists. Justin Herbert's gonna feel the pressure and collapse like a house of cards.
I would trust Justin Herbert over Josh Allen. You give me.
Would you trust Justin Herbert over Bo Nix?
Yes. Yes. Out of all the quarterbacks that would be in the playoffs as it stands right now, I probably trust Justin Herbert over all of them. And that would be Josh Allen, Bo Nix, Drake May, CJ Stroud, Trevor Lawrence, Aaron Rodgers would be the one I trust the most. But I just don't trust the rest of the team around it. You know what I mean? You got DK Metcalf punching fans on the sidelines and shit. Like Aaron Rodgers is honestly the quarterback I would trust the most out of the ones that are being in the playoffs. It's just like I said, the rest of the team around him. So yeah, I would have to go with Justin Herbert because it doesn't look like the Ravens are going to get in. And then we jump around. We had the Vikings barely beating the Giants. Nothing special about that game. Another tale of 2 shitty teams. 7-8 Vikings. 2-13 Giants. Both quarterbacks, basically both rookie quarterbacks, still trying to figure out the NFL. With one team that doesn't even have a real coach, and the other team that is supposed to be the quarterback whisperer. So, but yet his quarterback went 9 for 14, 108 yards and an interception. in 4 quarters of play.
Sounds like he doesn't trust his quarterback to even throw the ball.
Yeah, no, you had Aaron Jones with 21 carries. You had, yeah, I mean, it just.
Here's the secret, kid.
Max Brosmer.
Hand it off.
Max Brosmer came in at some point, so I don't know. Maybe J.J. McCarthy got injured again, because Max Brosmer has 7 for 9, 52 yards. Because it does say here J.J. McCarthy took 3 sacks. Let me look through the recaps real quick.
3 sacks.
3 sacks.
That's enough for me down for the count. He was already injured coming into this season.
Yeah. And they were like, all right, he's taking too much damage. He's taking too many hits. But on
beat up all year.
On the other side of the ball, Jackson Dart only threw the ball 7 for 13 times, 7 completions, 33 yards, and you thought Justin Fields was bad. This guy took 5 sacks, threw an interception, and only threw for 33 yards. I bet that interception was longer than how many yards he threw to his actual team.
Bro, he literally said, Justin Fields, hold my beer.
Hold my beer. Let me show you how this is really done, bro.
You want to be a bad quarterback in the NFL? You got to do better than that, or you got to do worse than that.
Passer rating 27.4. Beat that, Justin Fields. Oh my gosh, just bad.
Lower than my blood sugar.
Just bad. And you wonder why they're sitting at 2-13, about to go for the number 1 pick in the NFL next year. And next, another all these shitty teams, man.
Shitty teams with shitty games. Let's get through them. Come on.
The Bengals should have benched Joe Burrow because he doesn't want to play football anymore. Instead, they were like, hey, we're going down to Miami next week. It's really nice down there. Their team sucks. And you're going to enjoy playing football against them. So go ahead and go play. And he does. And he fucking has a field day. 45 points on the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins scored 14 points in the first half, and then nothing else until garbage time at the end, and at the end of the fourth quarter, while the Cincinnati Bengals went into halftime with 17 points. And at this point, the Dolphins didn't look bad. We were looking okay. Quinn Ewers was 8 for 10 or 9 for 11, 100 yards, and we had good rushing touchdowns. A nice little end around to Malik Washington, but it's I don't know what went on during halftime, but they came out in halftime, and we literally, our first drive starts with a fumble, and then our second drive starts with an interception.
They forgot how to play.
Literally, it was just night and fucking day, and then Cincinnati Bengals just ran away with it, and they were just out there having fun.
Well, it's they all went in the locker room and bet on themselves to play bad. They bet the under on everybody on the team, and then went out there and was like, we're gonna be under.
We're gonna be under for sure. We definitely gonna be under. Jordan Brooks almost had a nice interception, but he just couldn't get there in time. Another moment where he's just putting his body on the line and just sprawling out to try and catch that interception. He's probably the best player on our team other than Devon Achane. Moving on. Dolphins suck. That's why there's no Dolphins on our screen right now. You notice there's no Dolphins on the screen right now. I took them all off. Well, besides what's behind me. Don't ignore what's behind me. That's all permanent. I didn't know this until right now. Panthers squeaked away a win against the Buccaneers yesterday, huh? So that battle...
That was the afternoon game to watch, really.
That battle affects...
That was a back and forth, I believe.
That battle affects the Dolphins. It was a back and forth. You had first quarter, Bucks 7, Panthers 3. Second quarter, Panthers get 10, while the Bucks get 3, making it 13-10 Panthers. Then in the third quarter, both teams score a touchdown. And then in the fourth quarter, both teams score a field goal. Which sucks because the Miami Dolphins play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this week, coming week at home, and now they need to beat us because we lost to the Carolina Panthers. And since the Bucs lost to the Panthers and they have a tie record now, they have to beat us in order to, like, because if they lose to us, then they lose their tiebreaker to Panthers, and Panthers will get their playoff spot.
Yeah, which ain't hard, to be fair.
No, it's going to be super easy to beat us next week. Quinn Ewers is not the guy. Coach it doesn't know what he's doing.
Baker Mayfield against the defense will be a pretty good matchup. I'd expect him to get, about 200 yards, give or take.
Passing,
yeah. What? He ain't doing 200 yards rushing. God damn.
Well, I mean, I feel like 200 yards is actually kind of low, to be honest.
I know. That's why I'm saying 200. Right. For all you betting fans out there, get it now while it's hot.
Get it while it's hot. Get it while it's hot.
Right. Bet the 200. He'll get 198 and call it a day. We'll rush the rest of the Bucky will get the rest of the feeds. Here you go.
I know they'll already be up 28-0 over the Dolphins. Like.
By then it'll be all right. Let's just run out the clock. I'm not gonna throw it no more.
Start of the fourth quarter, like backup quarterback comes in. Okay, Baker, you can get your rest now.
Anyway, that's for next week's end zone to end zone.
Because he went 18 for 26 and 145 yards against the Carolina Panthers with 1 touchdown and an interception. Well, Bryce Young on the other side went 21 for 32, 191 and 2 touchdowns.
Both under 200.
Both under 200. You had not much in the rushing game from Carolina. Let's see how they split that out.
Yeah, Donald didn't do too much.
I mean, they had 100 rushing yards.
Chuba Hubbard didn't do much.
Yeah, they had 100
combined.
Yeah, they had 100 rushing yards. It's just they split it up between 4 people, and Jimmy Horn Jr. ended up getting a big one for 25 yards. He had 1 carry, so like probably one of those end arounds, and went for 25. But yeah, Chuba Hubbard 6 carries for 27. Rico Dowdle 9 for 29. Who do you like more? Panthers or Bucks?
Bucks. But I think Panthers can get there, but they'll crumble in the playoffs. Like I don't think they'll make it past the first team. Whereas the Bucks, I feel like would have a better chance.
Yeah, 100%. I'm hoping the Bucks make it over the Panthers because I'm the same way. I think if the Panthers make it into the playoffs, they're gonna be a one and done team. Like yes, they're putting up a fight now in the regular season, but no one in Carolina has any kind of postseason experience, so I just see it going badly for them. Jets and the Saints. Saints win this one 29-6 over the Jets. The Jets still working on that number 1 spot. They're hoping that the Giants can get a win in one of these next 2 weeks. Because right now the Jets are sitting at 3-12. Doing a great job tanking. Trying to get as close to that number 1 pick as possible. Do you think they're going to go for Mendoza? They definitely need a quarterback. Got Brady Cook. Went 22 for 35, 188 yards and an interception. Breece Hall is definitely feeling the effects of not having good quarterback play. He's only able to get 16 carries for 54 yards. Taysom Hill is a shining star, obviously, of the New Orleans Saints. He always has been whenever he's healthy and they use him properly. But he had Let's go to the Aints. Taysom Hill, 1-for-1, one pass for 38 yards and a touchdown to Chris Olave. He also had 12 carries for 42 yards, so he was used as their running back, basically. But he also had 4 receptions for 36 yards. So Taysom Hill out there helping the Saints look good, I guess. Good enough. 29 points. I mean, I would have been excited if my team would have scored 29 points in our loss yesterday. So, again, 2 more losing teams. Not going to spend much time here. Other than draft talk, if Waffles has any draft ideas for his high draft pick that he's going to get.
Been watching college football, so I got no clue what they plan on doing.
You're probably going to go after Mendoza. It's a lot of the talks. Probably going to go after Mendoza. Might end up moving up if you have to, using some of those draft picks. We'll see how that goes.
Nah, I picked 3 people. Don't fuck around with that. Here, you could take 2 of them so we can get the first one. Fuck that. Take your 3 first round picks and pick 3 fucking players and keep it moving.
The best 3 available players.
Well, no, not even. Fuck that.
No.
Pick 3 that you need immediately.
Quarterback. But that's why it depends on where you guys land at your position for your pick. You know what I mean? Because the good quarterbacks might be taken by the time you get to
who gives a shit?
Pick 6, pick 5. Buffalo Bills don't look very impressive in their win over the Cleveland Browns, going 23 for winning that game 23-20. Pretty much second half duds from both teams. Actually, no. Second half dud from the Buffalo Bills. I mean, I guess you can say both teams. 10 points ain't really that great if you don't win the game. If you win the game, 10 points is awesome. But if you don't win the game, 10 points ain't that great. That's how we're going to go with it. But Josh Allen only did 12 for 19, 130 yards. While James Cook went 16 carries for 117 yards and 2 touchdowns. The other side of the ball for all your Shedeur Sanders fans out there, he went 20 for 29, 157 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. While he also carried the ball 4 times for 49 yards because Quinshon Judkins did go down in this game. I've had a busy Monday, so I did not get to check on his injury. Sorry. But yes, Quinshon Judkins is out for the season. Not that it mattered. Their season's been over for a while. But he could possibly be out for a couple weeks into next year as well. Based on what I heard about the injury. Buffalo Bills, man.
Was it
11-4. Going into the postseason. Winning this game without Josh Allen, how does that make you feel?
About what? Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills?
Yeah, I mean, basically like them winning this game without Josh Allen is what I'm saying. Like, he threw 19 times, completed 12 of them, 130 yards, took 2 sacks. He only ran the ball. He did run the ball 7 times, but only got 17 yards. Everything else was pretty much James Cook.
Sounds like a winning recipe.
Nah, F them Bills. I say it looked like that.
Don't get me wrong, I agree. F them Bills.
I say those numbers are like that because I technically didn't didn't get to watch the game. I was at the Dolphins game, so I was obviously preoccupied with that. But I say that those numbers are like that because Myles Garrett was in his face and he was getting pressured all day long and he couldn't make passes. He couldn't beat Josh Allen because he was just feeling the heat of Myles Garrett. And let's see, did Myles Garrett break the record yesterday against the Buffalo Bills? Oh, let me check. Let me check to see if Myles Garrett got a sack yesterday. Because I know all he needed was one more sack to break that record for most sacks in a season. He did not get it. He did not get it. He got half a sack.
Boo.
Boo. So next game, he should be able to break that record, that Lawrence Taylor record for most sacks in a season. And he'll still have one more game to do it. But technically they're gonna wait. Is this week 16? So we have week 17 and week 18. So yeah. 2 more games. Anyways, if the Buffalo Bills keep playing like that, they're not making it very far in the playoffs. I'm calling it now. They're going to be a one and done in the playoffs. They're going to end up facing somebody like Jacksonville, and Jacksonville's going to light them up. Or they might have to face the New England Patriots again for the 3rd time. We'll see how that
Sorry,
goes.
I'm distracted. It's the new Avatar video game.
I thought that's what that looked like. So for the late slate, we had the Falcons beating the Cardinals 26-19. Nothing surprising there. Again, both teams kind of on the outside looking in. Kirk Cousins had a day under 200 yards, 35 attempts, 21 completions, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. While Jacoby Brissett had a modest 200 yards on 31 attempts for 16. So he pretty much 50% completion rating there. Bijan Robinson had himself a day, though, for those of you Bijan Robinson owners. 7 receptions, 92 yards, and a touchdown. Well, he also had 16 carries for 76 yards on the ground. So Bijan Robinson was definitely the key piece in that victory for the Falcons over the Cardinals. Falcons 6-9, Cardinals 3-12. Neither team doing anything. It's also on the NFC side. So moving on to an AFC game with the Jaguars beating the Broncos. Now this one was a good one because this was a perfect test for Trevor Lawrence and Jacksonville Jaguars of whether they really are legit or not, right? Beating one of the top defenses in the league right now with the Denver Broncos. As we move on, you got Trevor Lawrence went 36 for 23, 279 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Parker Washington, their rookie receiver, got the bulk of it with 6 receptions for 145 yards and a touchdown. While Brenton Strange, their tight end, got 5 receptions for 39 yards and a touchdown. Travis Etienne found the end zone through the air, while Trevor Lawrence also found the end zone on the ground again. So that's 2 weeks in a row he had rushing touchdowns. 2 weeks in a row he had 4+ touchdowns. But he did take 5 sacks. So these Jacksonville Jaguars are looking really nice heading into the playoffs. Honestly, since the Dolphins are out and I'm a Florida guy, like, this has got to be the team I go for, man. Like, if they can sustain this type of play and they can sustain the defense the way they did, like, they held the Broncos to 20 points. And granted, the Broncos don't always put up big points, but they have been when they need to. Like, there's games where they've needed to score 30 points and they did it easily. But they weren't able to do it here. Unfortunately, they fell short. Bo Nix went 47 for 28, 352 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. So that's right around 60%. I would say like 58% completion percentage. They couldn't get the run game going. R.J. Harvey had 7 carries for 50 yards. Jaleel McLaughlin had 5 for 37. So they definitely could not get the run game going, which probably hurt their chances throwing through the air. Looking at these numbers, passing the ball around. He targeted a lot of people. He was slinging it. They just weren't catching it. Like, Cortland Sutton caught 50% of his targets. R.J. Harvey and Troy Franklin were probably the surefire hands. Everyone else was fucking butterfingers. Everyone else was fucking butterfingers. So Jacksonville Jaguars are hoping that the Houston Texans lose another game. I think that's the next game we can talk about, which they almost lost. They barely beat the Las Vegas Raiders 23-21 in that win. C.J. Stroud definitely did not do a whole lot, going 23 for 35 and 187 yards with just a touchdown. Geno Smith actually did a better job than C.J. Stroud yesterday. But they were able to pull off the win. Jawar.
Yeah, except for the fact that Geno lost.
That Geno lost? Yeah. Jawar Jordan, 15 carries for 53 yards. Nico Collins, and this is why like what I was saying like last week, and why I feel like they're a good team, but without them having that surefire running back, they're not gonna, like, that type of performance isn't gonna win you in the playoffs. It's not gonna get you through to the AFC Championship. You're not gonna get by the Chargers playing like that. You're not gonna get by Jacksonville playing like that. You're not going to get by... Might not even get by the Steelers playing like that, honestly. Like... Not... I don't think so. Bang, bang. But if the Houston Texans want any chance of getting in anyways, they got to win out. They got to win these next 2 games. They cannot afford any losses. And they're going to have to hope that somebody loses, like the Chargers or Jacksonville. Because if they win out and Jacksonville loses out, they take their Jacksonville spot. Bang, 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 bang. You want to talk about that last 4 o'clock game? That 4:25 game? Between a Steeler team and a Lions team? I heard there was...
I mean, honestly, I feel like that was probably the only game worth watching in that time slot. Steelers come up with a W. Oh, look at this little Tupa! Look at that little turtle.
Oh, nice.
With head muffs.
Earmuffs.
With
headphones.
Nice. He looks cool. Yeah, he's got his headphones.
Nice.
And a little rocky train.
A little rocky train.
Noise.
Yeah, but the Steelers with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers looking like a prime-time quarterback. Well worth the watch. Threw for over 200 yards. Pissed off my Steelers fan girlfriend because she actually was betting the under on him because he had sucked the last couple games. It's amazing. Poor girl hit everything that she had, and then Rodgers threw over, and it screwed her whole bet.
Yeah, well, that's why I try not to bet on my team.
He didn't bet on that.
Yeah, that's why I try not to bet on my team. Try not
I
to,
have
but sometimes it's hard.
snow.
Real snow.
You don't feel it?
We got artificial snow.
Make sure we clarify that that's snow, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, artificial snow.
Feel it?
No, I'm good.
No, feel it. Look, you want it too?
I believe it.
It
just stuck to you though.
But it's just because I electricity
I'm good.
on my hair. And I was. He just got more.
What's the next game we got? Because that was a fun game to watch, but just basically showed that the Detroit Lions can crumble just as easily as they can be great.
Yeah,
I'm good.
For sure. And with that win and the loss that's fought, like the loss from the Sunday night game, the Pittsburgh Steelers now have a 2-game lead in their division. So as long as the Pittsburgh Steelers can get one more win, they lock down their division. They're heading into the playoffs, which should be exciting. But
Go Rodgers, go!
Go Rodgers, go! I'm rooting for it. You know what I mean? Like he's got one last hurrah. Like let him see how far he can get. I don't, with the way that the Baltimore Ravens played against the New England Patriots last night. Granted, Lamar Jackson went out, and in my honest opinion, if Lamar Jackson would have been there the whole game, I feel like the Ravens probably would have won that. But unfortunately,
go.
New England Patriots pull off the win.
He's like, I won't say that one.
28-24 over Baltimore Ravens. Yes, Lamar Jackson went out just before halftime with a back injury, got kneed in the back, and didn't come back in. Tyler Huntley came back in, did what he can, but it just wasn't enough when it came down to it. Mike Vrabel and his coaching just did the job, man. Sealed the deal.
Let's say if we can play Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all smash that like and subscribe on your way in and on your way out.
Bang bang.
We haven't even done anything like that, man. We haven't plugged anything. I hate how it doesn't tell me how long I'm on. Anyways. Oh, I can look here.
We're going on about 41 minutes.
Okay.
30 minutes.
I know, you're so checked out, we're just running through everything.
I know, I'm like really not focused at all. And I didn't really watch a lot of the games, so I'm just kind of going off whatever you're saying.
Don't agree with it? That's too bad.
Like and subscribe anyways.
Like and subscribe
I went to bed
anyways.
early Saturday and I went to bed early Sunday, so I'm like tuned out.
Yeah, it's Christmas time. It's a busy time for everyone, everywhere. Derrick Henry had another fumble, though. That was like, bro, what's going on with Derrick Henry this year?
He marched down the field and scored in the first 5 minutes,
Well,
but then he had a fumble later on.
Exactly. Like, yeah, he had 2 touchdowns. He had 18 carries, 128 yards, and 2 touchdowns. But it's like, bro, you've had so many crucial fumbles this year that, like, have put your team in the position they're in. Like, granted, yes, Lamar Jackson has been out a couple games, and that didn't help during those losses. But at the same time, like, that Buffalo Bills loss, it's because Derrick Henry fumble. You know what I mean? Like, there's quite a few important fumbles this year. I'm hoping it must have been that Adam Sandler got to his head. He got nervous instead of getting motivated and confident. He let it get to his head, knowing that he could be on TV one day in an Adam Sandler movie. But I don't think he's going to hit 2,000 yards, so maybe next year, bud. Maybe next year. Drake May, all right, Mr. Number 2 in the MVP conversation. 31 for 44, 380 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception.
Other than the pick, that sounds like an amazing stat line.
Yeah, but it still doesn't stack up to Matthew Stafford's 457 yards and 3 touchdowns. You know what I mean?
MVP wise, absolutely, I know what you mean. I feel like Matt Stafford, even if they don't win out in the playoffs or whatever, he'll still get MVP of the season, regular season.
You're thinking Matt Stafford's gonna get it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if we put these 2 quarterbacks' numbers side by side, the only thing that Drake May really has going for him, honestly, is the extra rushing that he has. Because he has a lot of
because if you go with season long yardage passing, I guarantee Matt Stafford's is higher than Drake May's.
I mean, Drake May does have a so Drake May has a higher completion percentage. He has the highest in the league, and he also has the highest depth to target, which is like 7.8 yards. Which is another one of their arguments for him having MVP. I'm trying to pull up his rushing stats, but it's just giving me his passing. But so far, passing-wise, he's got 70.9 completion percentage, 3,947 yards, 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. And that's through the air.
What? The last judge.
Now give me his rushing.
Where's the Bell Beast? Where's the Bell Beast?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, here we go.
What?
I pulled him out here. It's on me.
Yeah, the last judge. It's cool.
Look at that one. That was cool. Big map.
The whole map. The bat
forming in battles.
Why is there so much? Why did they show so much of this last judge? Why did it say Hollow Knight Silk?
So what you got next?
I'm trying to find Drake May's rushing stats. It just keeps giving me his damn. Passing.
Passing yardage.
Yeah.
No. Wait, what? What? This is.
Alright. Stupid. So yeah, and then if we look at the other side, you have Matthew Stafford sitting at a 65.7% completion percentage, 4,179 yards, 40 passing touchdowns, and only 5 interceptions. So he's got 15 more passing touchdowns and 3 less interceptions than Drake May. So
yeah, so put your rushing yards aside because that don't mean nothing. You're not a running back.
Right, for real. Especially when you're looking at 40 fucking touchdowns and only 5 interceptions. That's a great stat. That's like 1 for every 8. Like 1 interception for every 8 touchdowns.
And that's why he's the lead of the Charge-It.
So actually, like now that I think about it, honestly, them not having Devontae Adams might actually help Matthew Stafford's case for MVP. But it's really going to depend on how Drake May performs these next 2 weeks. So, and then we got tonight's game, the San Francisco 49ers and the Indianapolis Colts. Both teams need a win here. Both teams need a win desperately. Indianapolis Colts are going to be running out there with Old Man Rivers yet again, playing against this tough San Francisco 49ers team.
Let's go Niners!
Let's go Niners.
Show Phillip Rivers what it's like to be in the NFL in 2025. I want to see them just melee him. Christian McCaffrey, 120 yards rushing, 100. Let's say 65 receiving. Like, I want them to be so far behind that they have to make Phillip Old Man Rivers sling the ball as far as possible with his old man arms. And
all right, so here was
and Colts lose 34-12.
All right, so here's my question for you then: which running back does better tonight?
Which running back?
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Taylor or
Christian McCaffrey?
Christian McCaffrey. We're gonna go McCaffrey. Jonathan Taylor's gonna get more feeds, but McCaffrey's gonna have better stats.
Okay, I'm gonna take Jonathan Taylor
from scrimmage.
I'm gonna take Jonathan Taylor on that one.
All right, so rushing and receptions, Jonathan Taylor over McCaffrey.
Yes.
Rushing and receiving.
Correct. No, I'm thinking fantasy performance. So that would be like overall, like plus touchdowns. Okay. So plus touchdowns would count in that. Okay.
Oh, of course, naturally. So you're saying McCaffrey is going to do worse than Jonathan Taylor fantasy wise in this upcoming bout?
Correct.
I don't think so. I think it's going to go the other way around. I think McCaffrey's going to do better. He's going to have the reception extra points from his like multiple receptions. I'm going to say 4 or 5, and the yardage from his rushing plus the 2 touchdowns he's going to get. 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns. So
not just 1, but 2 touchdowns. So he's going to have a rushing touchdown and a reception touchdown.
So if we were throwing a parlay together, I think
45 points Christian McCaffrey is going to bring in.
So if we were throwing a parlay,
it's going to look like Brock Bauer.
I think if you were taking the Christian McCaffrey route, you would want to go with the 2 touchdowns.
Over 116.
Right? You would want to go with the 2 touchdowns, right? And then if we jump to the other side of the ball, Jonathan Taylor, I don't know what his over-under would be. So you're building on the under on his rushing, receiving?
Probably around 89.
No, his rushing receiving is probably 109.
Oh, yeah. To total together, rushing and receiving, yeah, it's probably like 109, 112.
So you're probably building the under on that one, right? From what you're saying?
From what I've been saying, yes, I would. Well, yeah, I would push the under on that. Oh my goodness. He's writing it down.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, I'm writing it down. Alright, so you're saying that, and then let's go to this. His rushing, receiving, it's actually 127 and a half.
127 and a half? Yeah, see, under.
You have George Kittle,
under.
66 and a half. Receiving. Juwan Jennings, 56 and a half receiving. Tyler Warren, 37 and a half. Michael Pittman Jr., 30 and a half. Are you taking any of those overs or unders?
See, that's where it gets scary because Old Man Rivers is gonna sling it to Pittman and who's Josh Downs or whoever the fuck else?
Josh Downs, Tyler Warren, Alec Pierce, Jonathan Taylor.
There's too many options. Old Man Rivers can barely decide what he wants for breakfast.
I mean, he didn't do too bad last week. His receivers were just dropping the ball.
You think he's gonna? Exactly. So it's not gonna matter who he picks. So they're gonna drop the ball anyway. So I would say under. No, you can't say it. I can't say it. I won't say it. I'm not gonna say under on anybody. I'm not gonna say over on anybody.
Oh, I'm trying to.
I'm gonna stay away from the receivers. I'm gonna stay away from the receivers of fucking the Colts. Because, like I said, I want them to lose. I want them to do horrible. Like, so I'm biased.
All right, but so you don't see Michael Pittman Jr. going over 30 and a half?
Who's the fourth string wide receiver? I'll bet the under on him.
He's not available.
Damn it.
He is not available on here. So
what's Alec Pierce? 16?
Alec Pierce is 20 and a half.
20 and a half. That was pretty close.
Half, yeah.
I don't know. I'd probably take the over on that one just because I feel like he's going to get 25.
All right. So go ahead and plug that in. What about...
Bastard! You got me to say one.
What about George Kittle, Juwan Jennings? You have George Kittle at 66 and a half. Juwan
66?
Jennings at 56 and a half. Over or under? Either one.
I'd say the under on Jennings. Kittle, I'd stay away from. He's probably gonna have some usage because he's been getting usage.
I was about to check out his receptions. His receptions is 5.5.
What's McCaffrey's receptions?
4.5.
2.5?
4.5.
4.5. Yeah, so you know he's going to be getting the ball. If I was looking at the Kittle, I would say he's probably going to be right on that, like right on 5.
So I would leave that one alone.
So I guess that would be the under.
Yeah, but it's got a plus.
It's scary.
I would leave that one alone. Kyle Juszczyk sitting at 1 reception, like half a reception. The over is minus 260. The under is plus 185.
And he hasn't been like being utilized because of McCaffrey, because he is a running back, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, he's like their fullback, like our Alec Ingold.
Yeah. So he gets out there for some plays. He doesn't get a lot of usage, but that's a scary bet to take the under on, because if they use him once and it works, you lose your whole bet. Whereas the other side of that coin, you take the over on him getting 1 reception, he never sees a play, you'll still lose the whole bet.
1 rushing yard for Phillip Rivers.
That being said, I would take the under. Caramel?
Caramel Puffs.
Caramel Puffs. Brought to you by Five Below.
We're going to leave that one off because I'm feeling over on that one, so we're going to call that a push.
Yeah, leave it away.
Phillip Rivers.
Those are pretty good.
Over or under half a rushing yard?
I'd say over, because even if at the end comes to the or under that half a rushing yard, because he's not going to want to run, man.
Mm-mm.
You don't want to throw the ball or hand it off.
Yeah.
All right, well, I just got brought this controller and told that I can't beat a level. Can you do it for me?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so here is your no sweat bet for this evening. $5 will win you $100, $105. 2 scoring touchdowns for Christian McCaffrey. Under rushing and receiving for Jonathan Taylor. Over for receiving Alec Pierce. That's 21 yards. Under receiving on Jawan Jennings at 56.5. That's a 4-bet parlay, ladies and gentlemen. $5 will win you $105. Go ahead and lock that in as your no sweat bet of the evening. And enjoy, because
Take it to the bank.
we're going to have the San Francisco 49ers facing the Indianapolis Colts here shortly. Kickoff is in a little over an hour away. Sorry for getting to you guys so late in the day, but it is Christmas time and everybody's got things going on and we're all busy. So, it's just how it is. And only got a couple more weeks left till the playoffs, baby. And then once playoff football gets here, woo, then it's going to be fun. So make sure y'all smash that like and subscribe. Make sure you have the notification bells tuned in. Go check out our profile page. We have a whole bunch of links over there. We have links for Discord. Discord is a great place to be plugged in. It's where you can get all your DFS lineups, your parlays. You can talk to other fans around the league, around the world. And plus 24/7 access to your AFC Eastieeboys. Another link that you're going to find over there is the Dolphins Cancer Challenge. We're definitely doing what we can to raise money for cancer research. So if you can help, I haven't been pushing it too much because it is gift giving season. So if you have anything that you could spare, go ahead, hit that link, donate to the Dolphins Cancer Challenge, and help us out. Speaking of gift giving season, do you want to talk about Charlie's Choice Collectibles there, bud?
I guess not. We'll do a quick little. We're still doing 15% off up until Christmas, and then I'm going on vacation. So at the same time, Charlie's Choice Collectibles will be shut down until January 5th. We'll pop back up on your feed, and you can click that link and check out all the wares that you might want. You never know. Those unique gifts.
So make sure you get what you...
A little too late to get them before Christmas, but you can still try.
And don't forget to watch all the videos.
That's right. Don't forget to watch all the videos. And we'll be back. We'll be back for some more fun stuff in the coming days and next Monday for your next End Zone to End Zone. If you're coming here afterwards, make sure you drop a comment, drop a like, drop a subscribe. It helps us out. And this was your AFC Eastieeboys.
And follow for the daily joke of the day.
Oh, the joke of the... You want to tell them your joke of the day?
Well, I don't think you liked it.
I didn't find it funny.
All right, so here it goes anyway. Joke of the day. I like my tuna like I like my playoffs. Dolphin free. I'm the only one that enjoyed that.
No,
I understand. It's fine.
I thought it was fine because I thought it was fine.
That's what I felt.
He fell over.
He fell over. All right, everybody. Peace out. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Peace out, Girl Scout. Some, that's for sure. He gets a pass to the left from Tua, about a 4-yard pass.